Good afternoon. I want to welcome everyone to our City of Little Rock Board of Directors agenda meeting, setting the agenda for our March 3rd board meeting. Any questions on our consent agenda or modification? Seeing none. Any questions on our public hearing items? Planning items, I'm sorry. Director Wyatt, Vice Mayor Wyatt.
I need to back up. What is the M3 resolution for?
M3, let me
Yeah,
look.
talking about an
Director
improvement
Wired,
district.
in October, the board made an appointment of a person to the Pecan Lake Recreational Improvement District as a commissioner. It was then brought out that there didn't seem to be a vacancy, and between that and some other issues, we found out that they have not followed the statutory requirements that had taken effect by that time. So the appointment of the commissioner in October needs to be set aside, and we need to make sure that steps are followed or have been followed for a proper appointment.
Okay, I talked with, they secured an attorney, and it's my understanding that the attorney and Lynette had spoken and that they had followed the proper steps. So why is this coming up at this time?
Well, I think you're getting a fanciful discussion as to what occurred because Lynette's written a very detailed memorandum to show me that it has not been followed. And if they can show us that they gave notice to every applicant and how did that happen? If they can show us that they gave notice to every single property owner within the district, and that the action was taken appropriately, then repeal won't be necessary. But none of that has been provided, and I really don't think Ms. Perez has said everything's okay, since she's been saying for some time that it's not.
Okay, well, that's the word, just today. I got that word today. So that's why I'm a little bit confused and surprised that it's coming up today.
There are two people involved. Both of them needed the same things done. One for the continuation of a term, one for the appointment to a new term. This resolution is for the appointment of a new person to a new term. And we have no indication that that was done. As to the second one, we don't have any proof of that yet. We need to know that proof, but the first one still needs to be set aside.
Okay, so we approved somebody in October. And so
Yes.
you're saying that that person, we need to rescind that ordinance that approved her?
Yes.
And you say you have no information on the documentation or how?
No proof of service on every member of the improvement district, which is every property owner, announcing when the meeting would be and what it would be about.
Every property owner?
That's what the new statute says.
And when did it go into effect?
In August.
So is this new information for us as well?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
To follow up, we're sending notification now from our office that this is on the agenda, the reason and the information that we're interested in.
Okay. So this happened in August. A new statute happened in August.
The statute was approved in March or April. It took effect in August. This occurred in September and October.
But
statute applied to it and it wasn't followed.
All right, I'm sure we'll get into it more. I just need some explanation for them.
This is one of the problems we have with a lot of these recreational districts is they get created typically for a pretty focused purpose, but they don't want to hire legal counsel. And so then when you find out that the rules have not been followed, they have to undo and redo things.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll get into it on Tuesday, and this is going to come up for discussion on Tuesday.
Right, the repeal.
Just to remove the commissioner, or,
If between now and Tuesday, I get all the documents that the original appointment was done correctly, then yes, this will just be the repeal. If I don't, then we're going to need to tell them to go do the right thing.
so you're saying all the residents in the district?
No, I didn't say that. The General Assembly said that.
But that's what the new law says, all the residents in the
It's all
district.
property owners are all, I think it's all property owners, but right now, what I don't remember, if a husband and wife own a property, I think
Usually it's only
notice to one would
yeah.
take care of both. That's what I'm not clear on.
So is that done in a petition form?
No, it's done in a notice form, the way you would for a meeting, and, or what we do is, it's supposed to be by letter, and one done.
Okay, so are you going to outline that for us between now and Tuesday as to
Yes,
what the
ma'am.
rules are?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
and then I'll quit asking questions. Thank you.
Director Adcock?
Yes, I have a question for Public Works on item number 5.
Good afternoon.
Hi. On this, is this going to be in front of the lady's house that we've all visited so often lately?
No, ma'am. This is another project for the targeted community development. It is south of that property, but we do have a project that we're designing that you're talking about. We have a public involvement meeting for that on the 19th of March.
A public meeting on the 19th of March?
Yes, ma'am, for that project.
Would you make sure that all those neighbors that we've been visiting with for the last year and a half gets notified?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Director Computers?
Two things. I'd like to add M1 and M2 to the consent agenda.
I don't have an issue with that, that's fine.
Okay. And then the second thing is, I just conferred with the city manager and the attorney, and the road diet for Cumberland will be on the agenda. Will be there to vote on next week. Is that correct?
That's
Correct.
correct.
Okay.
Director Computers had asked for that at the last meeting. We've worked with Public Works, we've got a draft, and we've just got one or two more steps to take it through, and then we'll send it out to you all.
Director Phillips?
Thank you, Mayor. My question is about M3 as well. I just want to make sure I have clarity. One, obviously this was a hot issue for those residents out there. Have they been notified yet that we're voting on this next week?
No, they're going to be getting a detailed notice from us tomorrow.
Okay. With that time frame and turnaround, is there a reason we need to vote on this next week, or can we postpone this so we make sure that those people have enough time to attend the meeting?
If they're not serving correctly, then they don't need to be serving at all, and they need to be able to get action taken.
I'm not sure how that answers my question. Do we need to vote next
If
Tuesday?
you had a legislator who wasn't legally sitting, then they couldn't vote on something. If you had a vote that was decided by the improperly sitting legislator, it wouldn't be a valid vote. There are things that the improvement district needs to be able to do as they get ready for the spring. They've got 3 commissioners, and they'll be able to take some actions, and you won't have a question as to the validity of a vote, which could then delay it for however long lawyers can lock it up.
Do you know if they're meeting before our meeting on the I guess would be the 17th. I just don't want people to say, hey, I found out, notice went out on Wednesday, I got it Friday, the meeting was on Tuesday, I couldn't make arrangements to be here, and then we're dealing with that issue.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure people have adequate time to
They're gonna-
prepare to appear.
And I think that's a very good concern to have. They will be getting the notice by email, by regular mail, and by phone call.
And let me make sure that I'm clear, because I don't want, I may move to defer this, but I just want to make sure I'm understanding. Do you know if there's any vote that they're pending to take, or any action that's pending right now that if we don't resolve this next Tuesday would
I've
slow
gotten-
up that process?
What I've gotten is phone calls from the people that because the question is there, they're afraid to even meet and take a vote.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Director Hines?
Yes, this question's on number 8. I guess this is for Public Works. What's the breakdown on the cost of these from the chassis to the dump bodies? And what vehicles are we buying? And where are the dump bodies coming from and all that good stuff?
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Walter from Fleet. Willie's not able to attend today. This is for the trucks themselves, the chassis, and their freight liners from Rush Truck Center.
Okay. And then where are the dump bodies coming from?
A Hillbill.
Okay. All right. Can you give me, I'd like a breakdown on what we're paying for the chassis and what we're paying for the dump bodies.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Vice Mayor Wyatt?
Thank you, Mayor. I'm back on item number 3. I want to make sure that it's held separate since we don't have any information on it yet and the citizens haven't been notified. So I want to make sure it's separate, not on consent.
On M3?
Yes.
Director Hines?
Are we on group items yet?
We can't, yep.
I think this question's for Brad. Items 12 and 13, are those the ones that were deferred the latter part of last year?
Yes, sir, they
Okay,
were.
no problem. That's all I need. That's what it looked like. I just wanted to make sure. So
Yes, sir.
we're-
Thanks.
We're all in accordance with the adjoining landowners. I guess they've agreed to terms. One landowner, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So,
thank you.
yes, sir, we
All right.
are.
I didn't see you there, Mr. Fike. You snuck in.
All right, Director Phillips?
Yes, Mayor, back to M3, just for a point of clarity from our city attorney. If there was a desire to defer this 2 weeks, I would have to wait to do that to make that motion next week, correct?
Right.
All right. Thank you. That's all I had, Mayor.
All right. Any question on the public hearing items? All right, seeing no other questions, meeting adjourned. Director Computers, you got?
Can we start going back and having discussions after this meeting about issues?
Yes, we can,
Okay.
well, we've never stopped.
I know, but there's some other, I'll have to ask you some other things I'd like to start considering to talk about.
Okay.
With, especially the insurance and how we're gonna do it. We need to really start talking about that now with the way things are going.
We'll do.
And so, if we can get John to come up,
Sure.
give us some thoughts.
Just give me a call, we'll get it figured out.
Okay, very good.
All right. Any more questions before we adjourn? Any more questions before we adjourn? Meeting adjourned.